back at the Tec University for the first time since like the first day of the beta. We're trying to find a secret executive like office or like meeting room. I wonder what they've changed in here. It's a lot of quests I haven't done. It's gonna be dangerous.
Kill. Do not make any further escape attempts.
I know there's a restricted section of the university.
Intruder.
What
The students never noticed who
Identify
comes and
yourself.
goes.
It does not matter what you may have seen or heard before you graduated. Overseer. That is not my concern. Oh, I see one of your residents has arrived. Come here. We need to discuss this
Professor Bye.
ridiculous request of yours.
He's a professor. Evening, Professor.
The Overseer mentioned there would be more people coming.
So you're in charge here?
I was programmed to run this university in the event of the dean's absence. He is absent, therefore I am running it.
I mean, you weren't here the last time I was here, so... She tell you that we need to get into the restricted wing?
Assuming there even is a restricted section, and I am not verifying that, neither of you have Tec University credentials.
Well, I have, military credentials. I like that one, but I'm gonna say this one. Doesn't the Overseer have access?
Faculty and staff determine who goes where in this university, not former students.
I might be the only human being connected to this place that's still alive. My authority doesn't override yours?
No, it does not. And for the record, I was the dissenting opinion on fast-tracking your Overseer assignment. You are not pushing your way through me.
Everyone's dead. You're not protecting anything anymore. Actually, no, you know what? Let's not take It Was Hope away. There has to be a way to gain access.
There is one thing I need. A new graduating class. Unfortunately, your Overseer has already passed the final exam, but you could take it.
You mean the vault simulation? That's
Going
ridiculous.
back to
All the
school.
professors are gone. The vaults have already been assigned.
My programming dictates that this university's purpose is to produce graduates, and I intend to follow the rules. Unlike some people, the simulation will be run by the Mr. Handy janitorial staff. It is an experimental protocol, but you will find they are more than up to the task.
So, you know what? Why do you need a graduating class?
Producing quality graduates is the very foundation of my purpose. A purpose that has gone unfulfilled for far too long.
So, how does this test work?
You will be given a scenario that you need to accomplish in the vault simulation area. The handies will play as the residents you need to oversee.
Okay, fine, I'll complete this exam. I think all the residents are just going to be hostile. I mean, it's going to be one of the good Vault-Tec experiments. Because I'm hearing rumors the other vaults had, either of you can.
Glad
Alright.
we agree. In this test scenario, your vault has divided into factions. You must resolve the conflict any way you see fit. Your chief of security will fill you in on the details. Good luck.
I'm not
You're
familiar
gonna
with this test
need
scenario. Professor Bott must have come up with it on his own. A vault simulation run by robots. Be prepared for anything.
Complete your task, and we can talk about granting you permission to the restricted wing.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh! Where are you going? Should be a way through. Oops. Probably gonna go all the way through here. Dweller Development Terminal. I think I've read this one. Introduction. The duties of Vault Dweller. May involve become a surrogate parent or dispensing advice to actual parents of young dwellers. Installing Overseer, help with puberty of your young vault dwellers. That's a recipe for disaster. Medical training. Learn antibiotics. That's a good one. Medical training development terminal. These could all be new, so maybe I should be reading them. The first stage in tackling a medical issue is through proper diagnosis. This course will instruct students on how to use a vault's medical equipment and facilities to identify and categorize medical issues. This intensive 3-month course culminates in a weekend-long residency at the AVR Medical Center in Appalachia, where you assist actual doctors in their diagnoses of emergency room patients. Skin disorders and you. Is it acne or is it flesh-eating bacterium? There are literally thousands of potential issues that can affect the skin of the typical vault dweller. This course will teach proper identification techniques and tested treatments of skin disorders. The course's final exam will involve a blindfolded touch and taste test, since it's highly possible an overseer may have to diagnose and administer these treatments in the dark. That's definitely a burn. That's not a burn. That's eczema. Limb replacements, a primer. Did you know that the second most likely medical hazard in a vault involves the total loss of a dweller's limb? You know, the door malfunctioned. This course will instruct students on how to properly reattach severed limbs, as well as how to create substitute limbs from household items. How's your broom arm, Andy? Yeah, it's working out pretty well since I'm a janitor. We'll also teach students advanced techniques, such as substituting arms in place of legs. That's a Dr. Nick technique. Limb donation screenings. And experimental lab-grown limb technology. My friend with an arm for a leg and a leg for an arm. Advanced surgical techniques. This course will fully certify students to perform complex surgical procedures such as organ transplants, tumor removal, and mutation extractions. Not my twin, no. My vestigial twin and me. Normally, studying to be a surgical doctor can take as long as 8 to 10 years. Using Vault-Tec's patented Speed Teach trademark system, we reduced that study time to only 3 months. Important registering for this course requires all students purchase the Vault-Tec Malpractice Protection Certificate, which is available. So you even have to buy the certificate. Alright, let me go back to the preteen room and read it. Right, that one. Introduction to Preteen Dweller Maintenance. This course is designed to introduce the mechanics of preteen physiology. The focus will be primarily regarding maintenance and upkeep, including things that can go wrong in the preteen's body. Students will be instructed how to repair common issues and deal with physiological emergencies. Please note that this course includes laboratory dissection work, so the proper biohazard will be issued. You gotta dissect a child. Free teens feature the most complex psychology of any age group. This course will equip the Vault Overseer with the proper armament to handle an array of preteen ecological issues that may arise within their vaults. Learn how to cope with such issues as preteen angst, tantrums, outright defiance, whining, laziness, and self-motivation. The course will also instruct the Vault Overseer on how to draw up behavioral contracts and define consequences for the preteens who breach outlined obligations. Puberty in confined environments. Many young Vault Dwellers will reach puberty stage during their preteen years. This course will enable the Vault Overseer to understand the changes that are occurring in these budding youths and become their mentor if necessary. That's creepy. And just send your kids over to the Vault Overseer. He'll straighten them out. Explanation of physical and psychosocial behavioral changes is covered in the course, as well as how to explain these changes to preteen dwellers, how to have a scapegoat robot to say that they molested your child in a way that they'll understand. Also included will be how to properly administer and explain the Vault Tec Puberty Welcome Kit, BTPWK. Oh, that's great. Which should be presented to all preteen dwellers once they've achieved this gross milestone. Preteens in the workforce. Although a preteen can range from only 10 to 13 years of age, they certainly qualify for a variety of jobs. Like chimney sweep. They're small. Qualify for a variety of jobs in the average vault. This course is specifically designed to explain the difficulties of various tasks and which ones are optional for the preteen, optimal for the preteen dweller. The course also deals with occupational safety considerations in assigning preteens to tasks involving nuclear, biological, and chemical environments. Alright, hey, I'm just learning, Overseer. Getting it done. I mean, since we didn't have school in the vault, half the kids don't even know how to read. The other half, like, one guy forgot what football was. It hasn't been that long to the vault. I am the Overseer now. Give all my robot citizens names. I've been down here. They all died trying to get in that room. Hey, security chief.
You the new overseer? Heck of a boiling pot you're stepping into. Little tiff between the engineers and the med staff is ready to blow.
I like the last one. You're not noble scared of God, your overseer's here. But no, I'm gonna do the give me the full situation report. Sit right.
There was a reactor leak. Kellerman, head engineer's apprentice, rushed in to fix it. Poor kid got a full dose of rads.
Did he mutate? That's awful. Send his family some sugar bombs? That should be good.
That's not the worst of it. Dr. Loris, head of the medical team, refused to send in help. Quarantined the reactor area so nobody died trying to go in there. Head engineer Brass accused the doctor of murder. Then, a couple days later, people noticed that one of the doctor's assistants, Estella, was missing. Everyone thinks it's a revenge killing. An eye for an eye.
Was the body ever found?
No. There's no evidence, no weapon, not one speck of blood. I'm at a loss, Overseer. Need you to make sense of all this. Sorry I couldn't be of more help.
Thank you. I'll get to the bottom of it. It or this or, whatever.
I'll be here if you need me, Overseer.
Need some food. Gotta be some in the vault. Alright, you idiots, your Overseer's back. Am I right, Overseer? You can't leave one day without a bunch of idiots being stupid, right? I mean, the things we got away with when you weren't looking. Okay, Dr. Loris.
Ah, Overseer. I'm so glad you've stepped into this little mess of ours. I'm sure you'll resolve the matter swiftly.
I like the key to the reactor.
I'm afraid I can't really comply with that request, Overseer. The reactor is under quarantine. The radiation could kill you.
You worry too much, Loris. Relax. I know what I'm doing.
Very well. As long as you take all the necessary precautions. Here. How can I help?
You the only doctor in the vault?
Oh no, there's a full medical staff. They're bandying about somewhere, as usual.
I want to talk about your feud with head engineer Brass.
I don't have a feud with Brass. He has a feud with me. I'm only doing my job, Overseer, looking out for the health of the vault. And I'm sorry to say that, in my medical opinion, the chief engineer is suffering from paranoia and revenge fixation. We can't let that fester.
I heard you quarantined the reactor and engineer died.
Oh, nasty business. But I'm not going to apologize for it. It had to be done. As doctors, we take an oath to do no harm. But sometimes, we have to choose between saving one life or saving several.
And what are you suggesting we do?
Simple. You can authorize me to place the head engineer under medical supervision. A combination of chems and therapy will do the rest. There might be some protest, but I think our combined authority will keep that to a minimum.
I'll think about it.
Of course, it's your decision, Overseer. I'm only trying to help.
Medical
You'll
staff.
need to talk to Dr. Loris. He's in charge.
I don't think I need extra information. It's locked.
Nothing I like better than a little R&R on Uncle Sam's jive.
Is he in my office? access. What's that side? Okay. Wonder if I should just search the reactor first.
Damn it!
What are you doing, dummy? What is this? I talked to her again. Weird.
This is Estella, Dr. Loris's assistant. I snuck into the reactor to help Kellerman, but there's not enough time. The reactor is going to go critical. I'm dosing Kellerman with enough right away so he can finish fixing it. But the radiation is going to get us. At least the vault will be safe.
I didn't even get to talk to him. I don't know where he's at. There he is.
Overseer, huh? We'll see. Overseer, huh?
Ah, damn
We'll
it.
see.
I lost the whole conversation with him. I can't go down there.
Intruder, identify yourself.
Did you have a question, Overseer?
Secure.
I found a Stella. She had this holotape on her.
You found her? Poor lass. I'm guessing she didn't make it. Let's take a listen then. So she wasn't murdered. She was trying to save Kellerman. Two of them ended up saving us all. This is big news, Overseer. We take this to Brass and Loris, it could end the infighting for good.
I gathered one up because I lost the conversation with
At
Brass.
once, Overseer! Everyone gather in the common area. We have an important announcement from the Overseer.
What's this about, Robinson? I have charts to update.
Maybe the Overseers finally decided to throw your murderous backside in jail.
That's enough! The Overseer has discovered what happened to Estella. This holotape proves she went into the quarantined reactor area on her own. She and Kellerman saved the vault.
They work together? Medical and engineering?
Oh, we've been fools, Brass. Bickering like two old men while the young ran off to solve our problems. It should have been us.
I actually agree with you there.
So that's it then? No more arguing? You'll both work under the Overseer's authority?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the right thing to do.
Good job. That's a solution any overseer should be proud of. Everyone learns we have to work together.
No idea where she went. Maybe she went the other way.
Attention, citizens. They now resume your activity.
Oh, this is just another exit. There she is. Come on. Let's go. Hello? Right. Let's have the conversation, then I gotta go looking for her. I don't care. It follows her. Went back to try to fight this invisible enemy. I don't even hear her footsteps. Okay, she's not gonna join us.
Well, it appears you passed the test, barely exceeding my low expectations of you.
Why so sarcastic? I thought you wanted graduates.
Your success is simply a reminder of the appalling standards I must now deal with. You are lucky. We grade on a curve. You are now an official graduate of Tec University, entitled to access to the restricted wing. Back down in the vault, simulation space is a maintenance area. It conceals a secondary room that I believe will have what you are looking for.
It was almost
Thank
good to
you.
see you again, Professor Bott.
Yes, Overseer, I suppose it was. Congratulations on one of your residents passing the program. You must be proud.
Actually, I am.
Ah,
Afraid I don't
Creepy.
have my old cap and gown to share with you. Hopefully, what we'll find in the restricted wing will be even better.
Thanks to this university, a small portion of your considerable ignorance has been eradicated. I hope you are grateful.
let's go. Was she trying to fight a robot that was in the area that was locked? That we're going to now. Wouldn't doubt it.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Hope you enjoyed the simulation. I really do enjoy the part of the helpful security chief. I do say so.
Whew, simulation is over. I get so nervous, you see. I hope I didn't break character.
Exam's over.
We didn't even talk.
Back to cleaning up, I guess.
This is it.
Move it on, people! I want this place searched top to bottom!
What?
Attention. This is now a combat zone. You may suffer
What?
harm, up to 10, including death, if you remain in the area. Notice required by law. Kill. Kill. Multiple hostile targets.
False alarm! Stand down, people!
check. Make sure you have the same thing. Further down. Current process. Note to current assistant proctors. Do not release substances in the vault unless so directed by the lead proctor. It is imperative that we time our actions with the actions of the current overseer in training for maximum emotional impact. Conflicts of interest. Please let the lead proctor know if we have any pre-existing relationship with any of the test participants. It is our job to apply the procedures impartially and decisively. Hearing our friends in discomfort or pain can be unsettling and may lead to an under-prescribed application of test materials. Similarly, it is only human to take pleasure in the pain of an enemy or an ex-lover. As always, we endeavor to apply our procedures in an unemotional and scientific fashion. Current levels. Steam, carbon monoxide, raw sewage, mentat infused water, stable strangelets, blood, lattice, so they have farts. They pump farts into it. What the? What? Big door to the simulation.
Scanners detecting sentient life. Alert level elevated.
I'm not about to let anything stop us.
Where are you?
God, that's a lot of blood.
Assaultron engaged.
Oh no, not today. A little help. Yeah, that hurt.
No damage. Oh, no. Thanks. At least we killed it. I don't know, way back out here. Should've known. Those delays. To die from that. Like nothing up here. It's just a dead end to fight a Assaultron. Yeah, it was a dead end to fight an Assaultron. Looked at this terminal. Fought him. Nothing. On the floor? It's another observation area. Sweet. See this overseer? Now this is a wall.
This has to be it. Let's see what they left behind.
Left, oh, they left their students. Look at this guy. Ah, he never stood a chance. There's no loot in here. It's a fake vault.
Congress and our armed services into a very special Vault-Tec presentation. Gold. This rarefied metal has been the backbone of trade since time immemorial. And in the event of nuclear resource will once again become invaluable to rebuilding America's economic future. That is why Vault-Tec has been commissioned to build a different and very real vault. Named for the atomic number of the metal it will guard, Vault 79 will be the new home for all of America's gold reserves. Fort Knox will secretly be retired and emptied. Its gold bullion transported to the new vault, where it will be safe behind Vault-Tec's top-of-the-line automated security. Biometric recognition to verify authorized personnel. Sophisticated laser grid fields to ward off intruders. And, in the unlikely event of a breach, military-grade defensive turret systems built in partnership with our friends at Robco. All of this, along with Vault-Tec's signature lead-lined containment walls, airtight construction, fusion-powered generators, and automated manufacturing facilities. Vault 79, a golden future for the America we all know and love. Brought to you by Vault-Tec.
For once, the rumor mill gets it right. There is a treasure in that vault. All of America's gold reserves.
That's a lot of security to get past.
Even getting into the vault at all is gonna be a challenge. Let alone dealing with that buffet line of intrusion countermeasures. But the reward? Put aside the base instinct of hoarding wealth. What could we do with a vault full of precious metals?
If everyone knew we had it, we could build a base of recommission trade, establish our own currency.
Exactly. No more barter or wild, unregulated proxies. It won't happen overnight, but one day we could have leverage to create a new economy. Property rights, taxes, laws, a government.
Hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Laws, government? Nah, I don't know about that. First, we need to get inside.
We won't be able to do it alone. We need help. Even more importantly, we need people to buy in. To see that gold as their future. Fortunately, you just made contact with two large groups of people who both seem to have their own talents.
I like this one. We don't need to hit either of them. We should keep this within 76.
Appalachia isn't just ours anymore. We need people whose talents aren't covered in the Vault-Tec training manuals. Look, talk to them both. See if they can help us. We can plan more once we know what all our options are.
Alright, now I gotta talk to both of them again, all the way back. Alright, well, thanks for watching. This has been the secret hidden vault inside of Tec University. Trying to go for the gold. See you later.